Hey everyone, welcome to the Industry Show. I'm your host Nitin Bajaj, and joining me today is family, my mentor, Krutika Pranav. Krutika, welcome on the show.
Thank you, Nathan. It's a
Pleasure to have you
with
here. It's taken 9 years, but here we are. So let's start with who is Krutika?
Born and brought up in India, and I moved to Zambia after marriage, and then to London before we moved to the US in 1988. When I came here, I joined the family business of Hydro Jewelers and have been working there since then. I'm blessed to have two wonderful children, four amazing grandchildren, and a very supportive husband who has been my strength and my motivation for 46 years. I found my passion in serving in non-profits, and I've served in several over the years. Akshayapatra, Jupiter 360, and now Sahara. I've been on the board of Sahara since 2021 and currently serve as the president of Sahara.
Amazing, wonderful causes, and thank you for doing everything you do. Tell us a little more about Sahara and what's the mission, the vision behind the organization.
So Sahara was founded in 1991 by a group of volunteers where they saw the need to serve the victims of domestic violence in the South Asian community in the US. And what was needed was linguistically specific and culturally sensitive service for those clients. 2003, Sahara acquired its first home, a shelter where the clients found a safe and secure place away from the trauma that they had suffered or endured. In 2023, Sahara acquired the second shelter, which will serve as a transitional home for these clients as they progress towards self-sustainability. As a grassroots organization, we believe that compassionate service, along with empowerment, is the key to helping them on the road to living the life of independence and be able to provide for themselves. What started as an organization that served victims of domestic violence now serves all forms of abuse, especially elder abuse. And we see a lot of an increase in those numbers. It's very disheartening, but it is the reality of the time.
True. And knowing a little about what Sahara has done over the years, as you said, there's been an increase in some of these things that is unfortunate. From Sahara's perspective, it's also placed at the right time. There's a foundation now, and it's a known entity in the community. Give us a sense for the size and scale, and I say that in a way to understand the impact the organization has created over the past several decades it's been around. So give us a sense for the work that has been done over the past several years, but increasingly in the recent memory.
So the principle on which Sahara operates is Project CARE, which stands for Counseling, Advocacy, Reintegration and Education. These are the mainstays of the program. So in the last 10 years, we've served over 11,000 clients, out of which 7,900 plus clients have been reintegrated into self-sustained living. In just last year, we saw 37% increase in the needs and the calls that we received on our helplines. So we answered about close to 3,000 calls. 377 clients received healthcare and citizenship services, and 766 elder abuse clients were helped by Sahara last year. To give the statistics for this year, in just the past 8 months, we've assisted 377 new clients, and we have continuing services that have been provided to 1,795 clients. 8 of our clients have graduated from our shelter in the past 8 months. And in just the last 3 months, the first quarter of this year, we've provided housing rental assistance to 29 clients, preventing them from eviction and homelessness.
That's amazing. Those are some real numbers that is making some real impact to not just those individuals, but their entire families and their next generations. So kudos to you and the team for doing that commendable work.
I think it would not be possible without the team. It's such a committed and dedicated team, and it's not easy dealing with the trauma and assisting clients. It's very painful at times, but it's their strength and determination to make that difference that makes Sahara successful in its program. I mean, without that team of counselors, advocates, shelter directors, housing assistants, we would not be where we are today.
True. It takes a village.
It takes a village.
Yes.
Sure does.
That's really commendable. Kudos. Now, as you deal with so many of these challenges, what's the one big challenge you would like to call out?
So the numbers speak for themselves, the impact that Sahara has made over the years. But the need is much more. We're able to do what we do because of the grants and because of the support of our donors. But much more can be done with additional financial support, especially in the legal aid department, because a lot of these clients need that support in the courts. As Mother Teresa said, we believe that we are just a drop in the ocean, but the ocean would be that much less without the drop. Every dollar helps Sahara in changing one life at a time. At Sahara, we try and raise awareness for the cause and for what we do through podcasts, through newsletters, through events, and participating in outreach events in association with other communities and organizations. But I think much more could be done with the help of the community in spreading the word to more people.
True. Now, on the flip side of challenges come opportunities. I'd love to hear what is the most exciting one.
I'm an idealist, and so I don't look at it as an opportunity, but as a vision of a society, of families, of communities built on compassion and understanding. That the need for Sahara would not exist.
Yeah, that's a beautiful vision, and it is an opportunity for us as a community, as humanity, to make that come true.
Yes.
I think the best end goal for any non-profit is for it to not exist anymore because there's just no need. I agree with that vision.
It's just a lack of understanding, right? It's that sometimes, or the lack of give and take in a relationship that leads to so much of this that we see. And with that little understanding, it would be so much better for the families. It would save them so much of the trauma and the distraught.
I agree. Now, as we look into the future with opportunities and with vision, I want to take a look in the rearview mirror and invite you to share two moments. One where things did not work out as you had expected. There was some failures, some lessons, and another one where things became a success beyond your imagination.
So the failure, something that plagues me every single day, is the time that I could not give my children as they were growing up. Till my daughter was about 7 and my son was 5, I was with them hands-on every day. But once they got to that age, I focused more on my work and my ambitions. And I think it took away from the time that I would have devoted to them. I live with that regret every day. But it has given me a valuable lesson that I should know what is a priority, what should be my life's priorities. And I try to make that up with my grandkids now.
And knowing both of them, I think they turned out more than just fine.
They did, but for me, it's still work in progress.
Yes.
As far as changing myself.
Yeah. And I think you're doing more than enough to catch up with that with the grandkids. Keep spoiling them.
That's grandma, it's my priority.
Yes.
I mean, it's my prerogative, rather, to
Yes.
spoil them.
What about the success?
The success? Actually, it's very simple. The day I joined Sahara, and I told my children, and they said, "Mom, we're so proud of you that you're doing this for the women of the community." To me, that was an affirmation,
Mm-hmm.
and it really made me very happy. For me, that is an achievement. And I try to make that up with my grandkids now. They did, but for me, it's still work in progress. And
And again, congrats. It's a
Thank
moment
you.
of pride. You should cherish it. And as I said, you've raised wonderful children, and I'm glad they appreciate and acknowledge the, the responsibility that comes with it. Now, I want to pause. We've talked about some serious stuff. What do you do for fun?
I love gardening,
Yes.
reading, puzzles, always, and cooking. Those are activities that I turn to when I just want to relax or
Yeah.
get away from the daily grind.
Those are wonderful, and I've enjoyed some of them. Thank you for the wonderful cooking. Now, on to my favorite part of the show. We call it the one-line life lessons. Would love to share or ask you to share some of your life lessons with all of us.
Okay, so a lot of them I learned from my father. This is live your life in such a way that anyone can judge you. The left hand should not know what the right hand gives. Objectivity, honesty, sincerity, and credibility are more important and valuable than wealth. When they go low, you go high. I'm sorry, I'm missing my father right now. And you lose everything, but never lose your self-respect.
Wonderful. And I can see how you passed on these values, these lessons through the next generations. So
I hope so.
kudos on living those values, living those lessons, and not just sharing it with family, but with everybody around you, and bringing that to organizations like Sahara and its beneficiaries. Krutika, thank you so much
Thank you.
for sharing your journey and story and your life lessons with us. We really appreciate it, and keep making the world a better place to live in.
Thank you. It's people like you who encourage us and support us.
No, you are doing amazing work. We are just a conduit. Thank you.
Thank you.